Welcome to GSR Tier 3. I'm your commentator today, JRL Liz, but I will be going for a few minutes. So you will have in the commentary box Thrasher and Super Memes to take you away for qualifying currently.
Alright, so we have 14 drivers currently. I think that's all we're going to have for the Tier 2 race today. As you see, we got the first driver out on his outlap, which will be the Hassel Ludicrous Alarm on the medium compound tires. Let's go over some point standings real quick. Let's see here. So, point standings goes as follows. Currently leading, we have Wingo by 5 points over Vapor.js. I think, wait, is that updated? Yeah, that is. Okay, just making sure. Then has a 25-point lead over Lando Norris, a 30-point lead on Nosman in 4th, and a 45-point lead on Jingo in 5th. So, we still have a lot of time left in the season. Including this, we have 7 more races after this. So we have a lot of time for a championship battle. Super Memes, are you here? You have your mic included? Your audio included?
Yes.
Alright, just making sure. I didn't want to talk the whole thing, so. Guys, this is Super Memes. I'm pretty sure he's just joined the league, so this is his first commentary, or his first commentating session in GSR. So everybody welcome him. And I'll let you have the floor for a little bit.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a pretty entertaining race here. We've got some good drivers. Spa's obviously a historic track, well known for some, big races such as, was it 2012? Big crash at the start of the race involving Roman Grosjean and Lewis Hamilton. 2018, you had another pileup at that first corner. And I'm sure we're fit for a very entertaining race here.
Yeah, we're going to have a very entertaining race, especially with this tier. There are a lot of close battles for usually tier 2. Especially now, since we're at Spa. It's going to be everything. So let's currently go on board with Fruiters, and since you're new here, I will let you take over his lap.
Fruiter close, did you say?
Yeah, Fruiters.
Okay, so we're coming around here. Oh, I need to get a bloody track name, corner names up. You can tell I'm prepared.
Oh, don't worry, if it helps you any, I'm not the greatest with corner names at any track. I'm staying up with the big ones, but some of the other ones I don't know. But we'll just say he's coming out of sector 2. Now
down this big sort of straight here. It doesn't have DRS, but it's a big long straight here. And then you've got a sort of like tight corner. You've got to be a little bit careful on the curb there, as you can spin off quite easily. And then into the big turn 18 and 19 chicane, a very slow chicane. It's very, very easy to spin out there, but he handles that one pretty well. And across the line for a 144. Not sure what you thought of that lap.
Well, it's on medium, so obviously I think he'll run us off at some point and probably run a better lap. But for the medium, it's not a bad lap.
No, it's a decent lap for the mediums.
Company's 4 times faster on the same compound. Who we got on a lap? We have Fapple and Slim, who is in the Alpine. Now going through. Oh, got on that curve a little bit too much, but he's good. Now into the long left-hander. Now coming to the end of sector 2. 115. So basically, it looks like he's gonna obviously the pole lap because he's on the soft compound. The other two, we have Aaron Oakland now on the session. It's up in the Rouge. Down to the bus stop chicane. 4 fat boy on Slim. To the line he goes. Top by only 2 tenths. Let's see who else. We got Vapor JS. Currently second in points. A very good battle, championship battle with Wingo. A 1:14.7. It looks like he was 5 tenths faster in Sector 2 than our current pole splitter, Fat Boy on Slim. Down to the wall. Come straight down to the bus stop chicane. Middle line, pole by 6 tenths for Vapor JS. Real quick,
And we've got Wingo here, the championship leader as it stands. He's on his fly. He's just coming up towards. He's gone through Ruslex just now, and he's up towards the La Double Gulch turn. It's a very fast corner there. You've got to regulate it quite well, but he's taking that very nicely. He's on his stop, so that you'll be wanting to get a very good lap in here. Down into the campus corner. It's very easy to get on the gravel there, and you really don't want to be doing that to your tyres. And then down this big, sort of long straight here. Looking good so far. And into the final chicane. He might just be able to set the fastest lap here. And he's only P3. Wingo would have been expecting a little bit more there, perhaps. Don't know what you think.
Yeah, I think Wingo, he'll probably want more on that lap, but for a nice opening pick for that, P3 is bad. Although Shaq and Morgan Cheeseman splits the 2 championship contenders, so already showing a nice little fast quality pace here from Aston Martin of Morgan Cheeseman, who must be on laps. We got Jimbo. JDJB Jimbo. What a man. Jimbo now. So currently the one of 6 drivers, but one of 4 who are still in this session that has not set a lap yet. Down to the right and into the left-hander. Oh, you need to get out of the gas there. Looks like it's not going to be a great lap here from Jimbo. Yeah, now he's on, yeah.
Well, we've just had a Wingo spin off down in Sector 2 there. He just got a little bit on the throttle, a little bit too early there, heading into the pit-path corner, and just went off into the gravel.
Yeah, so obviously, Wingo will probably pull it down this year. Jimbo goes to the 147.3, but is going to start a new lap.
Yeah, that's a disappointing lap for having that medium compound, the soft compound, sorry, on. So he's going to be hoping to do a lot better on this lap.
Alright, up the Rouge, now into Radion, down the long straight.
I think he got them ones the wrong way around.
Oh.
Or actually, I don't know. Well, don't listen to me.
Right now to the long right-hander.
In through Rivage. down towards La Double Gouch.
Puhan, another way to say it.
Is it not Puon?
Puan, I don't know, I'm American, I can't say
Yeah.
these properly.
You can have a billion pronunciations with all these French words, and I'm not French, so don't ask me.
Jimbo currently a second and a half faster, but off of that, he wouldn't gain another position. So, obviously not the qualifying session that Jimbo won so far.
No, not exactly what he
He's gonna
wanted.
back down as Morgan Cheeseman.
Yeah, he'll be... I expect he'll be dropping into the pits here. His tires won't be any good now. Oh no, he's gonna go for another lap. Interesting choice there from Jimbo. But interesting fact with the great nation of Belgium, it actually features 3 official languages. So you've got French, obviously, which the majority of this track is named after, mainly a French part of Belgium. But then you've also got Dutch and German, interestingly.
And I don't know how to speak either one of them.
Absolutely none. I can say bonjour, adios, and that's all.
That sounds about all I could say. Let's see. I guess Jimbo's the only one on a lap, unless Morgan Cheeseman's on a lap. No, he invalidated. So yeah, I guess Jimbo currently the only one on a lap. We got a couple drivers on their out laps, and a couple cars yet to set a lap.
Hopefully we don't see a Lance Stroll and Latifi incident here. We don't.
Oh Lord. That came on at like 2 a.m. for me. I watched that.
Oh, I'm absolutely not watching that. That is way too early for my liking.
I just waited. I fell asleep midway through Q2, so.
I mean, I was woken up by a coughing fit, so I checked the result, but I couldn't be bothered to watch it.
Yeah, it was too early for me.
Yeah.
Too late. Too early.
Those
Alright,
Europeans
Jimbo,
finally get to
yeah.
understand what it's like living in North America and watching F1.
Yeah, you guys can learn out of us. Remember what we have to go through.
Yeah. Getting up at like 8 a.m. for a race.
It's just a mess.
Could be worse.
Yeah, good.
As we have Jimbo here, he's gonna be heading down the Camel Straight.
I
Down
think he
to
just
bus
finished
stop
his lap.
checking.
Yeah, he finished his lap. He did go faster though. He did move up to P7 on that lap.
He did indeed.
Alright, we
Nossman
got.
is on the lap here. Oh, he was lucky not to invalidate it there, and he's going on to the grass. Interesting choice.
He also has Verticus behind him, who's also on a lap.
Wow.
So Nossman currently a second up. This would put him P3 right now. If he can bring out a decent final sector. Nossman now to the final bus stop chicane. To the line, DRS activated. Where does he put this machine? And it does
P3?
go P3. Half
Spot
a
on
tenth off
P3.
of Morgan Cheese. And looks like Verticos died back into the pits.
Good
So that might
result
be-
here for Nossman. Morgan Cheeseman has been a bit of a standout here. He sits P11 currently in the championship. But all these 3, you know, Vapor, Ringo, Nossman. Nossman's a little further out, but they all could still be in tension for the title.
Yeah,
Ringo
very
should-
true.
Ringo should maybe be a little bit disappointed with his performance here. hoping that he can get better in the race, as he's got wing vapor right up his tail.
Alright, here we go. Wingo starting his final flying lap. Well, I would say we go on board, but Blizzard is the one streaming, and I don't know what he has on.
I think he actually has them on. He's actually on board with Wingo. How lucky are we?
Oh, yay. Alright, now up the Rouge.
That's Radion actually.
Oh, well,
Down to chemistry. My apologies.
I'll get it
Down
right
into the-
one way or another.
Down to the bus stop chicane. He's really pushing the track limits here. Through there nicely. Down now to Bruce, I have no idea. Brusquels, something like that. Big long fast corner into Rivage, and he's invalidated his lap there.
Oh, that's
a disaster, really.
And he's not gonna have enough time for another lap.
No, that is a real shame here for Wingo. That was looking like a decent lap, but it's just not happening now.
Let's watch Cool Kyogre, because that's actually who the stream is on right now. Oh, so Lizard can technically... Lizard, hurry! Get back here.
Okay. He's
Alright, cool.
all the way here to the bus stop chicane. Right now he's around 135. He might be able to set a good lap here. Takes that last chicane very nicely. And across the line. And he's put that on pole! A 142. That was a phenomenal lap. 7/10 ahead of Vapor. That came absolutely out of nowhere.
And Vapor.js isn't going to have enough time to send another lap.
I was not expecting that. Oh, the driver that
maybe he
sits
is.
down 9th in the standings has just come here and obliterated Vapor's pole time. I don't know if anyone will be able to beat this. With the stream, it looks like we are on board with Jimbo. We'll get on board with him. Oh wait, never mind. We're not on board with Jimbo.
Alright,
We're
Morgan
on board
Cheeseman,
with Morgan
to the line.
Cheeseman. He gets across the line. Oh, and he crashes across the line.
We got, I believe that's Landon Norris. Landon Norris in the Alpine coming off the final bus stop chicane corner to the line. Goes 5th fastest. Behind him, that's his teammate, the other Alpine, a fat boy on Slim. He's invalidated. Behind him is the Mercedes of Ryan Ocon. Ryan Ocon, a tier 3 driver. Oh, and he goes wide down.
Oh, and he crashes into that. He was pushing it a little bit too hard and just right into the wall there and off the track.
Alright, so next we have, I believe it's Wingo, his teammate. Wingo was able to get another lap in, and he's 5.5
got that.
tenths up.
This could be pole. Do we want him pole? He's really low on fuel.
Yes, he is. He could go probably second with this lap. That lap from Kyogre was
up to
outstanding
the
lap.
final chicane. Around there, can he get it through nicely? He can. Cross the line.
To the line. P2.
And that's P2. That's a great result there from Wingo, and sticks it in front of his championship rival.
To the line.
Vapor.
Vapor goes
on
pole.
Vapor goes on pole. Phenomenal there. There's been some late drama here.
Alistar goes P3.
And is Jimbo on the lap? Jimbo is still going.
And Jimbo's still on a lap.
And he's not going to be improving here, no. He's taking this as a bit of a slow lap. And that is quali.
Qualifying over, so...
Oh, wow, wait. Wait. What happened here? Wingo got shoved all the way down to 5th.
Vapor.js, well, first of all, with an outstanding final, 2 minutes in qualifying. Our lineup goes as follows. On pole, Vapor.js. Next to him, Cool Kyogre. Row 2, Fruiticoast Alarm and Alistar. Row 3, Wingo, Morgan Cheeseman. Row 4, Nossman, Landon Norris. Row 5, Fatboy on Slim and Communist MV. Row 6, JDJB Jimbo and Ryan Ocon. And setting up the final row is Mac Bikeman and ARL Aaron Ocon.
Wowee, that was a crazy last 2 minutes there to qualifying.
And according to Lizard, it's a wet race by the sounds of
Whoa,
it.
that will be very interesting. That could definitely shake up the order.
And so, one last time, here's the grid. I don't know why I'm acting like
The
y'all
Brit
can
of
see.
Vapor JS on pole in his McLaren, and you've got the American of yeah, in his AlphaTauri alongside him. On the second row, we've got the Scot Fructose in his Haas, then the Brit of Alistar in his Ferrari, and then we're not gonna have enough time to say all the rest, but yeah, they are the people we're gonna be wanting to watch out for here.
Just know there's a bunch of Brits, a bunch of Americans. There was an Irishman, a Russian, and a Mexican who we didn't call out. Don't know if that's. Don't know if I should have. Well, according to the stream, it doesn't look like it's a wet race, but it could, it could turn
No,
wet
it does not look
throughout
like
the
it's a wet
race.
race here, to be honest.
But we never know with this beautiful game we have. It could
Yes.
turn into some rain.
Codemasters does like to throw us a few curveballs every now and then.
That's when I'm thinking it's gonna be a dry and then
Yeah, it's
somewhere
looking like
in
a dry.
but I think at some point it'll be a wet race.
Would you
Cause
like
some of the
to
laps were set.
do our start here?
I would love to do the start because in Tier 1 I can't do the start anymore because I have, my co-commentator Ryan Ocon who likes to steal everything from me. So yes, I would love to do the start. Um.
Go
Alright,
through on the
so
formation lap here, and
Wingo
we've
has
already
already
had a
been
DSQ.
disqualified, and so
Absolutely fantastic stuff here.
okay, well then. I love this. I love this tier. Alright, so how about let's pick two favorites for the race. I'll pick my two favorites and then you can pick yours. I'll go quickly. My first favorite is going by the name of Cool Kyogre starting P2. Cool Kyogre has always had the great pace but has never had the luck to finish the races off. Can that luck change today and pull off a win to upset the championship battle? My second favorite, I'm going to go all the way down to P8, that's Lando Norris in the Alpine. Lando Norris, who had an amazing past couple weeks here in GSR, mainly known for winning Monza last week. So, Lando Norris, after the win last week, could he look to go back-to-back? Maybe not a win, maybe a podium, some good points. We'll see how it turns out. You can go ahead and pick your two favorites.
I'm gonna go with the same as you for the first one. Cool Kyogre. He was a sort of wild card in the qualifying here, just came out of nowhere. And hopefully he can keep his composure and win this race here. And then for my second, I'm gonna go with Morgan Cheeseman. Just, yeah, he's got a nice sort of position there. Can hopefully avoid the carnage that is gonna happen at the start and get a good result in here.
Yeah, we have a poll put up in the chat for the Twitch stream. Who do you think will win this race? I'm putting my money on Cool Kyogre. Let's see who wins the Spa Grand Prix. Alright, so, and ARL Aaron Ocon has again been disqualified. I wish I could understand why. Oh, he may have had contact with Ryan Ocon.
Before we start quickly, how many many crashes are we going to see at the top of Radion?
3.
I'm
My
going to go
guess
with
is
2.
3.
Maybe he's a little hopeful, but...
Aaron Ocon's gonna definitely
Okay.
be one of them.
And I'll hand
Alright.
it over to you here.
So, the 5 red lights is upon us. And away we go. A great start there from Vapor.js. And also great start from Fruit Alarm. He's going to go 3 wide down the inside of turn 1. Runs a little bit wide, but he holds on to the lead. And will clear Vapor.js going up into a Rouge and Radion. Behind that, Cool Kyogre sits in the third all-star. And Wingo bound fourth. Alistar will hold on. Morgan Cheeseman, Landon Norris, side by side. Landon Norris gets past Morgan Cheeseman. We have a crash in the back. That was Aaron Ocon. He's retired from the session. And
he's gone.
I literally called that one. Literally called it was happening. Nossman and Morgan Cheeseman and Communist all 3 wide with each other for a moment. Communist is going to send it down the inside of Morgan Cheeseman. Morgan Cheeseman holding on to the position. Communist will hold on to P8, but now Nossman going to dive down the inside. Oh, contact between Nossman and Communist.
And Vapor's gone past Fructose there.
Yeah, while we've
Interesting place for a move down at Brusquels.
Now Alistar's going to down the inside of Cool Kyogre. Cool Kyogre hasn't had the greatest start, but Cool Kyogre's going to go for the switchback. And Puon. Side by side again for Alistar.
Oh, you don't want to be going side by side through this corner, but they've executed that very nicely.
And Cool Kyogre holds on to the position. Now single file throughout the field. Well, that's been a very interesting first line.
Wow, Vapor is almost a second ahead already.
Yeah, and Cool Kyogre is all over the back of Fruit Alarm.
Fructose has a very nice start there, getting a few places gained.
Oh, Cool Kyogre lost the rear on the front corner. Now Alistar is looking to move around the outside. Still side by side. This could lead to carnage if they're side by side.
Going up,
Oh,
Radion. Oh my lord.
This is
not going to end well here. And they're going side by side. And he got on the grass there, but neither of them crash. But now Wingo's going to be having a bit of a try at Cool Kyogre here. Down into the bus stop chicane. And it remains the order as it was at the top of Radion there.
Alright, I have to take a call real quick, so if you don't mind, I'm going to let you take over here.
Go ahead. So, after 2 laps, at the front of the pack, we've got Vapor.js. Then we've got Fructose, he's gained a place. We've got Alistar, he's also gained a place. Cool Kyogre, he started P2, he's dropped down 2 places after not a fabulous start. We've got Wingo, he remains where he was. Lando Norris, he might be fulfilling my commentators' predictions here, as he's gained 2 places. Morgan Cheeseman, Nossman, Communist Envy, Fat Boy Slim, Jimbo, Hookie has gained 3 places, Ryan Ocon, and Mac Bikeman. He is well behind the pack. He must have had some sort of incidents, as he's 24 seconds behind. Not fabulous. But Vapor here has already gained 1.1 seconds on the pack, and he's really just driving away. And Hookie, he's cut a corner, he's gained 5 places. Oh my lord, he's going full past the Maldonado. He's got penalties, he's getting DSQ'd here. He's already got, what, like... This is not fabulous, to say the least. Oh, and Fructose! Oh, 2nd place, he's crashed. He's crashed at the top of Radion, he's gone. What's happened there? He's lost it, and he's off at the top of Radion.
I am back.
Wow.
And that's a virtual safety car.
That'll be a VSC.
And I think Lizard's back.
I am, hello.
Wowee.
Yeah, I just caught the end of the Fructose. I literally switched onto him and he crashed.
We had Fructose. He just lost it at the top of Radion. He was sitting quite well in P2, but he just lost it. And there goes any chance at any points today.
Not really sure what Cookie was doing as well. I watched him literally just cut across bus stop chicane and basically wiped out Jimbo.
fun.
Yeah, I didn't see what was happening. I didn't take a call.
Oh.
And Landon Norris gonna drive through.
Oh.
That's not great for you, Thrasher.
I picked, of course. Well, front on the back, Ryan Ocon getting past the Red Bull of Hooky. Looks like he may have gotten damaged.
He
But
went
look at
full past the Maldonado here, Hooky. He, like, corner cutting, taking wheel-to-wheel bashing. He's lost his front wing. 18 seconds worth of penalties. This race is very much write-off.
And Landon Norris now comes in to serve the drive-through.
Something to watch out for maybe is when this rain does come, because Communist is on the highest runner on the medium tyres. He's up to P7, starting P10. So he may be someone to watch, as he may be able to get their mediums further into the race. So if the rain does not come as early as the driver's expecting, he may be able to get out an extra pit stop, basically.
And
We're gaining a lot of time.
DRS on Alistar here. He's going to go past.
And so is Wingo.
Wingo. He'll go past Alistar as
Oh,
into the
that's
bus stop chicane.
Snap by Wingo. He's all out of shape.
He's going to be trying to have a go back at him here, perhaps. He's not going to have it down in Brussels. And it's not looking like he'll have it into Ravage either.
Oh yeah.
That's going to stay like that for a little while here.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been listening.
We won't talk about it. We got the other fight. That's Morgan Cheeseman. And the Aston Martin.
Morgan Cheeseman. What happened there?
Looks like it may have gotten on the curb and spun it.
Oh,
yeah. 3 seconds.
Oh, that's disappointing. That's very disappointing.
Another yellow flag, I think.
That's Morgan again.
Yeah, that's Morgan again. He might have some sort of damage, perhaps.
However,
Cool
Kyoga and Wingo here need to stop fighting and work together to close that gap to Vapor. They need to get into that DRS range. Otherwise, they will just leak
Wingo
time.
especially, as he
Alistar
could do with getting some points on Vapor here.
Yeah,
An
that's
early
an early
pit stop, possibly. Or very early.
Maybe he thinks the rain isn't going to come.
Maybe. And Hookie's got another 3 seconds.
He's going to be going on to the mediums here. Oh, he's changing his wing. Obviously, he must have had some sort of wing damage there. Possibly caused by Wingo. There could be an investigation.
Wingo now gets around.
Goes past Kyoga.
And in my opinion, that was the right move from Kyoga to let Wingo go. Let Wingo go chase down Vapor.
Here, do we got to watch out for Communists on their medium size? He's up to P5 now. He's slowly made some good progress here. And Hooky enters the pit lane. But that big gap between that gap between Wingo's Vapor is now down to 1.1 seconds. Is Wingo really pushing to get into that DRS range, which will be crucial for this race. And he is just under a second now. He's really pulling away from Cool Kyoga as well.
And he's set fastest second.
Oh, it's a spin from Fat Boy.
Guys, look how dark it's getting.
Yeah.
The weather, the clouds have taken a bit of a turn for the worse here. We could see rain within the next few minutes. It's just gotten very dark all of a sudden, slightly foggy. And when it goes foggy, you know that rain's about to come in Belgium.
Did Wingo get DRS there? He did.
Yeah, he has.
And went fastest lap.
It's whether he can get it down here though. It's at 1.1 currently. He needs a good exit. He's trying to use that ERS to get into the DRS range.
He got a very good exit there.
It's gonna be tight. I'm not sure he got it. He might have it. He has got it. That's crucial for Wingo. He's got the DRS for this lap.
That is key.
That's going to allow him to close in on Vapor and also allow him to save some ERS.
Into the bus stop chicane.
Here we go then. Communist coming down the inside. Oh, he's hit. There's contact between Communist and Nozman. And he holds it around the outside.
You also have to remember though, Lizard, Communist has a 10-second.
Oh yeah.
For the race. I just
Talk
thought
about
about that.
penalties last week, yeah. And Alistair's a 3 second as well.
Wingo is only 5/10 behind right now.
So it looks like Wingo gains
In the middle sector. I know
in the
he's running a
middle
lot
sector.
higher downforce because he's running a wet setup.
Oh,
It
that
could be
it.
very crucial for
So that,
Wingo
yeah.
to catch him before the rain.
Yeah. But I would say Wingo, if he's running a wet setup as I'm told he is, he's told me he is, then he should be theoretically quicker in the wet. But we have seen Vapor's pace in the wet at places like Imola, who is absolutely miles ahead. So then, can Wingo get the overtake done? He's right on the back of Vapor then, going in towards turn 1. The gap is down to 0.4 of a second, and
Is
he's
he gonna
pulling
try
Cool
into
Kyoga with
turn
him.
1? No. He's probably gonna try and get a good run going up through Radion down to the bus stop chicane on the Kemmel Straight. That is a very, very nice place to overtake.
Here we go then. Is he going to go for it?
DRS. He's flying. Vapor's gonna try and break the DRS gain. He's trained. He's gonna go defensive. No, he's gonna maintain his line. And Wingo couldn't get that done there. That was nice defending from Vapor. What do you think about that?
Yeah, definitely, good defending. Also looks like Wingo didn't push as much as he could have to get the pass done, so I think he's
He
just
just
waiting
needs
for
to
the...
buy his time here, but not buy it too much because rain is on the way.
And that's very true, and it looks like it's getting darker and darker every lap, so any lap now we could possibly see some rain.
It definitely is getting darker, so someone like Alistair, who had to make the pit stop, has really lost a lot of time here. And Hooky picks up another penalty.
I think he might end up being DSQ'd at this rate.
Let's see how many he's got. He's got 19 seconds of penalties currently.
Probably not the most I've seen on F1 2020, sadly.
No, Aaron Ocon. Well, if you know Aaron Ocon,
Yep.
you know. Listen to
Here we go then. Let's see if Wingo
Here
goes
we
for
go
this lap.
again.
As
He's
he
using that ERS.
Fat Boy's had a spin. There we go. Let's see now if Wingo can get the route done. He's got substantially more ERS than Vapor though.
DRS. ERS. He's going full send here.
And it's raining.
That was a
Yep.
few drops.
Yep, it's starting to rain.
And again, some very nice defending there from Vapor. He moves at just the right time. And yet, there is a lot of droplets. Do you think the drivers are going to come in this lap or going to try and
I
risk
think it'll
it
be
for
2
another
more. I think it'll be 2 more for the end. So laps 10, I reckon.
1 or 2 more. I think it's a little too early now.
Could be 9 because of how long the lap is around there. The rain does come down very quickly.
Yeah, I think we'll see some drivers.
Fat Boy's in onto the inters already since he's got a roll of dice.
You might see some drivers take
Yep,
a
Hookie's
gamble
also
here.
in.
It's a very
Yeah.
long track as well, so
Yeah.
you don't want to be getting caught out in the wet weather.
This will be interesting to see then. Do either of the 2 leaders pit? The pace is substantially slower because Wingo is 1.6 seconds down on his best time currently on this lap alone, and they've still got to negotiate the final sector of the lap. Let's see if they lift through Blanchimont. Nope, it's still flat. It's obviously not too well out there at the moment.
I think
That's-
one driver might take a risk, the other stays out.
No, they both stay.
Nope,
World
they both
Cool
stay
Koga
out.
pit. Nope. World Communist
They've
pit.
got another lap.
I don't think anyone's coming in, it seems. I'm going to check down the field.
I saw some sliding there from Kyoga.
Oh, there's been a crash between the 2 Aston Martins. That's a VSC coming out. Both
Oh.
Aston Martins have lost their front wings, it seems.
That
There's
is
been
fantastic.
huge
And
contact.
look who that
I-
helps.
Lando Norris
Norris.
into the pits.
Yeah,
Who had
everyone
this
behind there is going to
And
be coming in.
Alistar.
Alistar stays out.
Clearly doesn't think it's wet enough yet. He thinks he's going to lose too much time still.
This could be a.
I'm watching the onboard of Fat Boy though. He's really struggling to. He can't won't even brake or turn. So maybe this is the right decision.
But this could be a very good, risky decision for
Yeah.
Lando Norris here. You have to remember he has to try something. He got the drive-through under the first VSC, so he has to try something.
So then, when does the VSC get released? And can it benefit anyone in the top 3?
Our front runners are probably going to be hoping that it'll last until they can get in.
There we go.
There
Then
we
it
go.
But
goes.
it's away.
Wingo's got a drive. He's closer than he has been, and he's also got 100% ERS. Wingo has, whereas Vapor's only at 68. So Wingo has to make this move as soon as he can now, using up that battery.
It is looking pretty wet now.
I reckon it's going to be one more lap. You might see some drivers near the lower end of the top 10 pitting this lap though.
Yeah, the rain is getting a lot heavier.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah,
faster. Lando's
Yeah, they
losing a
are. If
little
you
bit
look,
of time.
yeah, Lando's
As we
losing a
come
lot
through
of time.
Blanchimont, is it still flat?
Yeah,
It is.
still flat.
Well, Vapor
Wingo
had
going
a-
to send it then. He doesn't. DRS is still enabled, so there is time for Wingo here. Vapor is in.
Oh,
Vapor's in, Wingo stays out.
Here we go then. This is going to be crunch lap. Paul Kyoga stays out. Communist stays out. Nosman pit. No one else is pitting. Even Jimbo stays out. So this could be a strategy blunder by Vapor, but we'll have to wait and see.
I personally think that that's a good idea, as it's getting a lot heavier here, but we'll see how this works out at the end of this lap.
And also where he comes out in relation to that. He's coming out right behind Ryan Ocon. This could be huge for Mercedes though. If Ryan could hold up Vapor, it could allow his teammate to get the net race lead here.
It would
It's going
be
to be some
fantastic.
huge team games here we could see. Wingo then really
We are
struggling to get the
starting
power
to
down.
see some. Yeah, we are starting to see some standing water on the track here.
Let's stay on board with Vapor then. Let's see how easily he can catch up to Ryan Ocon through the corners. And here we go. Lando Norris has passed Alistair who pit this lap. So Lando Norris didn't gain much from pitting under the
And
VSC.
Vapor's
actually.
gaining masses of time here.
However, Ryan is on the mediums, which won't help him at all in this situation.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, Wingo's on spin!
It's Wingo.
Wingo's on a spin!
Wingo's gone!
He's
Oh
got
my
no wing
lord.
damage though.
Wingo's gone! He's got no wing damage, but that... Oh! Is Vapor gonna get past?
And he's
yeah,
got...
Vapor's right...
I think,
Vapor-
yeah, that's just a glitch, I think.
Vapor...
Vapor's trying to get past Ryan though. Can
He's
Ryan hold
trying
on?
to go past Ryan.
There's contact, there's slight contact between the two of them.
And he'll get past there. That was a lovely move around the outside there. And now you've got the two McLarens behind.
So then
Wingo,
and Wingo's...
Yeah.
Oh, Jimbo's out! This is...
Jimbo's
Oh, this can be a safety car. Yeah, and this
Oh,
allows
that is
Wingo
a
to...
safety car.
and
That is amazing for Wingo. That is...
This 10-second penalty is
perfect.
going to really hurt Wingo because he's going to have to sit in the pit box for 10 seconds because this is how the game
Oh,
works.
my lord.
And it's also going to hold up his teammate. What is Nosman
what's
doing?
going
He's
on
stopped
there?
on track.
What's going on with Nosman there?
And then he's cut the pit entry. Okay. Well, this is going to also really hurt Ryan Ocon. He's going to have to sit up behind his teammate and wait the 10 seconds as well, along with a double stack. It's going to hurt both Mercedes really badly here.
Oh, disaster class from Mercedes here.
Oh, no, it doesn't serve his 10 seconds. Okay, well, that's good for Wingo, because it'll be removed.
And
It
good
was just
for
a glare
Ryan
glitch.
also.
But, oh, that's dodgy by Vapor. And he's also passed the safety car. He's just
And then
swiped
he's gonna-
Kyogre. Oh, this is
And-
getting messy. He swiped Kyogre on pit exit, which is caused Kyogre
Oh,
to nearly hit
holy-
a wall. And then
This is a
he's
chaos.
missed the safety car. This is absolute chaos.
We did say it was going to be an entertaining race, and Spa never fails to produce here.
Communist didn't have that 10-second penalty. He'd be looking in a good position right now, actually. From 10th on the grid.
A guy who could potentially be in very good position here is sitting P4 in Nosman.
Yep. It's how aggressive do the drivers with the 3-second penalties want to be on Vapor, as they know they're going to have to pull a gap in order to get anything, or have any chance of winning this race. So a quick check off warning, shall we? Since we have some time. Vapor currently has 1 warning. Cool Kyogre has just a 3, so he's got none since the penalty. Same with Communist, none since his penalty. Nozman has no warnings. Wingo has got 1 warning, along with the penalty that should be removed. Ryan has none. Lando Norris has 2 warnings, so he's on the brink of a penalty. Alistair has only 3 warnings, so he's not had 1 since his penalty. Mac has 1 warning. Fatboy and Slim's not had 1 since his penalty. Morgan apparently is 3, but he's not got a penalty. Okay, and 1 must be for a collision then. And Hooky we don't really need to look into, because he's kind of out the running with 25 seconds of penalties already. So then you should see these incidents should be able to get to the end of the race. So this is going to be just a full sprint to the end here. I'd like to see that back between Communist and Vulcarogo actually. No, not Communist, Jimbo.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting.
Yeah, we should see safety car in next lap. However, it depends how quickly Hooky, Batboy and Slim, and Morgan and Cheeseman can catch up to the pack. Mac is pitting again. They assume just to get fresher inters, since he pit a lap earlier than everyone else, and since he has almost a free pit stop anyway. Yeah, that's what it seems like Matt's gonna do. I still fancy Mac for a podium here. I said at the start of the race Mac could get a podium. He's got no penalties, so he still has a good chance with all the drivers in front with penalties. He's got 3 drivers ahead with penalties once Wingo's is removed. We'll also start to see which drivers have wet setups and which ones do not.
Yeah, that'll be something with the at least the last 10 laps or so. We'll see who is on the better wet setup. I would think everyone would be
I think someone mixed, someone full wet setups. So we'll see what people's pace is like. Cookie should catch the pack here, so we should be getting racing this lap.
Is there anyone on the full wets here?
No, everyone's on the end.
No.
It's not wet enough.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
you can't
quite
see the
full
standing
wet weather.
water. You can't see the puddles around. That's when you
No.
know it's good to full wet.
Yeah, real quick, before we go green, before the safety car is over with, how about we shout out our sponsor, SilentX Energy. GSR and SilentX Energy has combined to, to sell some merch. Plus, SilentX Energy sells its own energy drinks, which is a healthier version of G Fuel, in my opinion.
It has 0 caffeine.
Yeah,
0
that's
caffeine,
true.
0 sugar. It's a lot healthier than all the rest of the stuff out there, and it tastes a lot better. I've had some myself. It tastes absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I've had some as well. It's amazing.
I've used it to watch the 24 hours of Daytona IMSA race, and it did a fantastic job keeping me awake.
Oh,
Early morning.
Alistair's back into the
Really need
pits.
some.
Is Alistair gonna go to the full wets? Maybe.
Also, just to finish that up, there are also GSR merchandise at SilentXEnergy.com. Phone cases, beanies.
Oh no, Alistair's lost his front wing.
Caps, sweatshirts, hoodies and t-shirts, and more possibly incoming in the future. Once again, if you want some GSR merch, or if you just want to buy SilentX Energy drinks, go to SilentXEnergy.com, and that will help support GSR.
So I don't know what happened there, but Alistair had no front wing when he came into the pit box, so there must have been a collision either with Wall and the safety car or with someone else that we must have missed. So that is the reason for Alistair's pitting. Vapor getting very close to the safety car here. Oh, he nearly loses the car. But Vapor, he has got one extra lap of tyre wear on his tyres since he pit that one lap earlier. So that is something to watch out for.
Yeah, it shouldn't really come into play there. It's not really enough to be worried about.
Oh, he's nearly lost it again. He's really trying to hurry up the safety car. Trying to get some tyre temp, obviously. So then, we currently have nearly half the field with penalties. And so, this race could come down to penalties yet. We don't know.
Who do we need to watch out for on this safety car restart?
I think Wingo. Wingo's going to want to get them places back.
As well.
He's got to really try and get up to Vapor. As you saw Vapor pulled away when Kyogre was behind. He seemed to have the extra pace than everyone else but Wingo. Wingo needs to make sure Vapor does not get away. But crucially, under the wet conditions, could be much harder to overtake without the DRS. So, it's something we'll have to watch out for. See how quickly drivers can make up their places if they are going to make up any.
Alright, well, we should definitely go green this time, I don't see. Ow. I'm controlling. Oh yeah, I don't know how we are. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, so when does Vapor go? Vapor goes now. The Communist dives into the pits.
I'm not sure what that's about. Got wing damage? Can't tell.
Can't, no, I can't.
No, he's going to the full wets. Fat Boy as well. So two drivers pitting for the full wet tyres. And it's been a spin at Alistair is round at turn 1.
They're going to lose out a lot there. Alistair is just going to give up
he
here.
Up another penalty. So here we go then. We're going to see whether Yep. We're going to see, is this a good strategy call to go into the full wet tyres? It does look very wet now. I can just see the puddles just off the racing line. So maybe this is a good call, but only time will tell. They've got to gain a lot of time though to make this work. Surprised no one decided to pit the full wets under the safety car to try and roll the dice. Maybe someone like Alistair, who had to pit anyway.
Wingo seems to be sort of struggling right now.
He does.
He had a not best start there, and he's losing time, quite a lot of time, to Lando Norris. So I'm wondering now, does he have a wet setup on?
Maybe just the drivers. Some drivers are willing to push it more, knowing that it's probably full wet conditions, and this will be interesting to see whether people pit or not. As we've already seen one in, and Communist has started to close quite a bit on Alistair's lap. It was 6 seconds when he came out of the pits. It's now down to 5. So maybe this is the right call, but we'll have to wait and see. He's got 8 laps to try and get this to work. We'll have to wait and see, but yeah, it's not the greatest restart for Wingo there. Well, for both Mercedes really, because Ryan Ocon has gone back a place. Cookie picks up another penalty.
It has gone a lot wet.
Last man of the wets.
Yep, Nosman in as well. So we're really starting to see drivers. Anyone else in? Cookie's in. And Morgan as well. Alistair stays out.
And that's going to be it there. Looking at our front runner, Vapor, there's definitely a lot of puddles off the racing line here.
So then, can Communist make this work? He's been the first to commit to it, and he's coming out. He's still coming back out ahead of Nosman, so it's not really gained him much time at all. It's only gained about a second. Because Nosman was behind him on the safety car restart before he dived to pit lane for the
It might not be quite enough to make up the time over these next 7 laps.
Cool Kogu here has made a mistake. He's dropped a second here.
Lando is
Vapor.
struggling as well.
Yeah, it seems a lot of drivers now are really struggling. Maybe it's also their PSIs. That is a very big thing in these conditions. Depending on what PSIs you are running to start with. Because for the wet, you're obviously going to want much lower PSI to get that temperature into the tyre. Which is what maybe... Oh, landed nearly
Lando.
round. So then, Wingo is starting to close back in though. Wingo just decided to take it easy to start with. Doesn't want to have another spin. As he's already
Maybe
cost
gonna
himself
feel for
here.
the conditions.
Yeah. He is starting to close though, Wingo. So, can he bring that gap down? The gap is 3 seconds to his championship rival. And
He's got
1.2 to
plenty of
Cool.
ERS as well.
I think all drivers won't have a problem with ERS in the wet because you recover quite a lot under here.
You do indeed.
Oh, Cool Hogan locks up going into the bus stop chicane. So I can allow Wingo to clean. Not really. He runs very
Wingo's kinda
wide.
struggling here.
But a lot of drivers are struggling with rotation here, it seems.
Yep.
And Communist still not really gaining though on Alistair. It was 5.1 across the line last lap. It's now down to 4.5. Doesn't seem to be gaining enough to have made this work. So maybe the drivers that are sticking it out, unless it gets even heavier, the drivers sticking out have probably got the better strategy here. But Wingo is closed up to Cool Cargo's, dropped back from Vapor.
He
Wingo.
would be within DRS range if we had it on, but we do not.
Oh, Morgan's round. Morgan's had a spin at the final corner. I think it's just on the exit, but he was close to hooking Fat Boy, so maybe there've been contact. But here, does Wingo want to overtake Koga? Is he willing to risk it? To overtake Koga to go chase after Vapor? Or is he willing to sit here, knowing that Koga has a penalty and he will get P2?
He will not get P2.
Well, it depends whether his penalty.
It's a 10-second penalty here, Wingo.
He won't get it on track, but I think in the results he will. It was literally you rejoin the track from his spin and it gave him a 10-second penalty. But that gap is coming down. The gap is coming down to Vapor, so Vapor's now starting to struggle, it seems. Just the gaps are really starting to open up, but Wingo's still right on the back of Kyoga. I think Wingo wants to win here. He's really gonna. I think he's gonna really try and push to pass Kyoga here, so he can go after Vapor, put his championship rival under pressure to make a mistake.
He's really near the bumper area of Koga now.
Oh, awesome. Both have a good snap of oversteer. We're at the final corner. So there's a yellow flag, and that's Nosman out.
Man.
Is that going to be another safety
What's
car or
happening
not?
there?
Yeah, we got another safety. And Max had a
Another
spin.
safety car.
Ooh, I'm not sure if Communist is going to have to give that back or not. I think he might. Max got no wing anyway. So Max going to have to pit.
Now all the drivers
So then,
behind the safety car are already on the full wets. So, coming around this next lap,
Communist picks up a
drivers-
penalty. I think that's for avoiding Max, but I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. They weren't sure what to do there because Mac had a spin, but Communist wanted to let him back through. So,
coming around back to the pit lane entrance here, are the front runners going to dive into the pits and pull on a set of full wets, or are they going to try and gain track position with the inters?
I think Wingo will do the opposite of what Vapor does. I think Wingo will stay out because realistically it's only going to be, what, 3 laps of actual racing. We're probably only going to get lap 20, 21 and 22. So you've only got to hold on for 3 laps on the inters. So I think you might see drivers, some will do the opposite of what their other rivals do.
Although looking at Communist, he definitely didn't gain masses of time.
He didn't, but the time does seem to be, getting heavier and heavier.
It is getting much, much wetter.
I think also, the thing is, the worries are here for drivers. If they pit, I think they're going to come up behind Communist here.
I
So if they
honestly
do,
don't see any of them pitting. I think they've already made their bed.
yeah. But what this does do is it makes it. I think you might see some people pit. I think you might see maybe Alistair roll the dice again. We know Mac has to pit. He's no front wing. So then, let's see. Then coming around the final corner, do they pit? Vapor stays out. Hoga stays out. So does Wingo. Does Lando Norris pit? He doesn't. Will Ryan Ocon pit? He doesn't. Yep. So it seems like the drivers have made their minds up whether they're going to pit already, which they would have already done. So then, let's see what happens with the rest of it. It's interesting to see what tyres Matt goes on to once he pits. Will he go back to another set of inters or will he go to the full wet? Because you could see drivers going back the other way here, possibly. Mac then pits and changes his front wing and he's going on to another set of inters. So Mac clearly doesn't think it's wet enough, even though he had to make the pit stop. Morgan is also in, so it seems like both Aston Martins are going back to the inter tyres, it seems. I'm not really sure what Morgan's doing. He's very slow into the pit lane.
So,
Yeah.
we're probably going to go green with about 3 or 4 laps.
I think we're going to get
left of
2.
racing.
We might get 2 here because of how long it might take for these. I think we'll go at the end of the next lap, so we'll be 3. I don't think Morgan will be able to catch up by the end of this lap. Let's see if any drivers have picked up warnings during the wet period then. Vapor is on 1 warning still. Hulk Hogan's not picked up anymore. Wingo has not picked up anymore. Lando Norris has 1 now. None for Ryan Ocon. Alistair's none since his penalty. Communist we know picked up another penalty. And there's no warning since. Hooky
Jesus,
somehow gets up to 8th place but has a massive amount of penalties. Fat Boy has no penalty since his warning, no warning since his penalty, and Mac has 2. So Mac is on the edge of
31 seconds of penalties for Hooky.
And he must have served about half of them as well in the pit lane.
Aaron, we may have found someone that gets more penalties than you.
At least he's finishing the race though, because Aaron's not even finishing the race at this point.
Well, what's hilarious is while we were on formation lap, Super Memes asked.
Oh!
Coyote's round.
Just hit the wall. He's gone.
Now on Wing hasn't got a penalty, so there's no. Oh, Vapor's nearly lost it there. Oh, so now this puts Wingo right on the back of his championship rival.
With that
was
10
a
second,
massive mistake from
definitely
Koga
probably.
there.
I'm pretty confident that will get removed.
Yeah,
It was a game glitch. So this could be a straight fight between your 2 championship leaders here. Wingo versus Vapor, along with Lando Norris and Ryan Ocon though lurking in the background behind
Yeah,
to pick up any
something
pieces.
to point out with Lando Norris. He pulled off a win last week. Can he pull off another one this week and go back to back?
So then this will be a 3-lap sprint to the end here then.
If the safety car does come in this lap.
I expect it will because Morgan should comfortably get to the back of the pack. But Kyogan will drop off the pack with his no wing now, however. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Kyoga's going to have to pit here to get that wing fixed. And he will probably stop Morgan getting to the pack as well, actually, because he won't be able to pass Kyoga. So this could delay it by 1 more lap, which we might get a 2-lap sprint to the end. But we'll get a minimum of 2 laps, so the safety car always comes in with 2 laps to go, no matter if the field is bunched up or not. Which is how the game works. So you always get a racing finish.
Well, they let Morgan get past Kyogre, so.
Yeah, Kyogre's well wide. He just couldn't get around Poo on. Ah! Apparently his pedal has had a bullet, according to Kyogre. Apparently his throttle went to full throttle when he was at 30% throttle input. So then, is safety car going to be in this lap? It looks like it's not, because of Kyogre's spin. So this will allow Kyogre back onto the pack. However, he's only going to have 2 laps to make his way through. So it's going to be a 2-lap sprint instead between Vapor and Wingo, along with Lando and Ryan lurking in the background.
He's gonna have to go full dive bomb here, Wingo.
Fat Boy also pits.
Yeah, it seems like Fat Boy's also going to go back onto the intercept. It seems like it started to dry up a bit, which is why the drivers are going back. Oh, Lando, Norris, and... Oh, Vapor's left the session! I'll try and get him back in.
Yeah,
Oh, lordy lord.
I got him. I've set the minimum weight.
We've got to look here.
Okay.
Real shame for Kyogre here. He did quite a nice race all the way through. Kept his composure quite well. Just to lose it. Under the
Yeah,
safety
Vapor's
car.
back in.
At the end. That's a massive shame for cool Kyogre.
Kyogre, Communist has put in the chat, Kyogre going slow on purpose. Right, I don't think he was. I think he just couldn't get around with no wing in these conditions. Oh, and the tie, and now that Vapor's rejoined, we've got a glitch timing boards. Oh no.
Fabulous.
This is gonna be fun. What this really doesn't help is the drivers with penalties, as this will, as the field is bunched up, they're going to drop even further down. So people like Alistair, Communist, are going to drop
Wingo
quite
even.
far down.
What? He's probably going to lose his. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not going to call Wingo as a penalty because I don't think it will stand. I'm pretty confident it will.
Hooky will drop
To
all the way
last.
to the back.
I don't think there's any shout of that. Yeah, unless someone DNS, which would still allow him to get a point. See, fair play to Hooky for still being in the race. He's not retired like a tier 1 driver would.
Yes.
Just given up.
Quite surprising to be.
He's fighting for that 1 point. He's hoping someone else bins it, and he'll get a point. Who currently has fastest lap? Do we know? Let's have a quick look. Fastest lap is at for Wingo at the moment, so Wingo will pick up that bonus point for fastest lap at the moment.
As that's
and
not going to
the
be
drivers-
improved in this wet weather.
No. So Wingo will pick up that point for fastest lap, and the safety car is in this lap, so we're going to have no timings.
As we are coming up to Blanchimont.
So we're going to have to guess
to
roughly how
guess.
close people are. Yep.
Go on,
So
hopes
when
and
does Vapor
prayers.
go?
The obvious option would be just after this chicane. So here we
It
go.
would be.
Vapor goes in. Wingo goes in. And
Yep, he's gone.
And he's gone. Oh, and he's gone away well there. Wingo
And Ryan and Alistair side
missed
by side,
the
then
mark.
Alistair's going to get past Ryan, it seems. Ryan holds it
Yeah,
down the
Alistair's
inside.
gone. Oh,
Interesting.
Alistair-
I think he's
I
through,
saw
yep.
trading there.
So
Yeah, and
then,
Alistair's well ahead
Vapor's
there.
had a great restart here.
Oh, we've got our
Lando
timings
right up
back.
behind. Vapor right up the back of, not Vapor. Lando
We're
right up
not going
behind
to
the
have
Wingo.
any DRS here.
We're not.
Yeah, they're not gonna have any for the rest of the race, so that could be.
So, Wingo is 8/10 behind Vapor.
I mean, this is
coming
through
into
Ryan
the
Oshod,
Bushlock chicane.
who's on the wet tyres. So maybe the full wets are still going to work. We'll see. We'll see what Communist can do in these final 2 laps. Whether he goes forward or backwards with them full wet tyres. Wingo though, losing time to Vapor, which is not what he needs. He wants to get right on the back of Vapor to have a chance of making the overtake.
Alistair might have a try at Lando here.
Oh, Communist and Ryan are side by side. See, Ryan's really struggling here, it seems. And Communist going to go down, try and go down the inside of Poo1. It's tight.
Yeah.
Oh, in
Oh, and
contact
that's
with Communist is
touched it,
drowned.
and he's binned it.
And Communist
That's
has no
worked.
wing. Communist.
You know what we said about Hooky? His
He
dream
might
might
still.
come
And he
true
Oh no,
retired
he
here.
on
might.
track.
Communist is retired on track.
Oh my lord.
So Hooky will pick up his point. His valiant effort to stay in the race.
That's a
But
massive
Wingo
plan
has
for Hooky.
closed right up here though. Wingo is closing in on Vapor. This battle for the
most
lead is
likely-
not over yet.
That is most
Let's
likely
see.
going to be a penalty for one of either Communist or Ryan Ocon there.
No, it'll be.
Well, Communist will get a penalty for retiring on track no matter what. But
Yeah. So, coming through this corner, one lap.
Wingo's had a
2
good
laps
exit
to
out the
go.
final corner then. It's onto the final lap of the race. Wingo
Final
wins
lap.
5/10 of his championship rival. Can he make the move at some point during
Through
this
turn
lap?
1.
Vapor seems to get a better exit. It seems Wingo with a little bit more of a stiff. But Wingo using that ERS to his advantage. Both drivers will burn through their ERS.
Through
They've
Rouge,
got.
through Radion.
Oh, there's a
Up
yellow
top,
flag out
onto
there,
the
and I
Kimmel
think
straight.
Kyoga's round again. Kyoga's had another spin. I think he's collecting Mac as well with him.
Oh, watching there for
So
that.
then, Wingo's 3/10 now. He's gaining.
3 tenths,
He's
he's
gaining.
gonna have to just. Oh, he's not gonna go for the dive bomb. That was unexpected.
Oh,
Oh, and Hookie's
Hooky.
been disqualified.
Final lap of the race.
Oh.
Vapor seems to be really struggling at the moment. Maybe Vapor's tyre wear has got too high. He's got that one extra lap. Maybe that one extra lap is really starting to hurt him. We never know. So then, Wingo
Next
really on the back still. Can he make the move?
This could go down to the chicane.
This could. It's going to be very tight. Remember, Alistair also has a 3-second penalty from last week, so he's actually got 6 seconds of penalties currently. And Morgan picks up a penalty. So then, is Wingo going to have a go? He's still within 3
No.
tenths. Both drivers are going to
Last
obviously
sector
drain their
here.
last bit of battery. They've both got the same amount of battery. They're both on the ERS. Now then, can Wingo try and make a move? Both on the ERS. Wingo
Here we
leaves
go.
off his
Through
ERS.
Planchemont. They've gone flat
Well,
out
is he
there.
going to go then?
Here we
Here we
go.
go. Is Wingo
Into
going to go for the
final
move?
chicane. He's not gonna go for the move there.
Vapor does go deep though. Can Wingo get the exit? If
Here we
Wingo
go.
can get a good exit, it's just
Back
not going to
again
get the
up,
exit.
Vapor,
And
yeah.
Vapor's going to take the win.
wins the Belgium Grand Prix.
Oh, and he's had a
Oh.
glitch. Or has he picked up a penalty on that final lap?
Potentially. And
One more- No, he's got no
it's
warnings.
your boy.
Okay.
It's your boy.
I think he's had a time glitch because it doesn't seem like he's had a.
Thrasher.
He didn't get a penalty.
The
He
podium
predicted
was
him with a wild
podium.
card at the start of the race here, Thrasher.
I did say Lando was going to get a podium. I'm proud. Alright, so get Wingo, Lando.
Apparently, Communist didn't retire. He binned it, but
When he turned to the left.
So,
So,
the question is, was that a glitch? Or was that
yeah,
a penalty?
no, it was. I've checked and raced out. There's nothing for
So-
warnings.
Alright, so get
All there is
Vapor,
going to be Vapor,
Wingo,
Wingo.
and Lando.
Lando.
I think we still. I don't think we can get Wingo, even though because in game the penalties, and we always do it as the in game.
Yeah,
I
but
think
Wingo,
what-
it's easily
Yeah,
removed. And we've always done it to where we all
Yeah,
know it's
we
gonna
do
be
know it's going to be.
removed.
Yeah. So then,
Alright,
Vapor
so-
with that game glitch should finish P1. Wingo should be P2, and very tight across the line between the two championship rivals. And
Mhm.
Lando Norris will come across the podium for P3, and you guys invite him to the party.
Yep, I got Lando. Now I'm just waiting on Vapor and Window.
Post-race interviews. We get Kogi in here?
No. We only get the podium drivers.
Yeah.
There's Wingo.
I just need to wait for Vapor.
Wingo, you should have dived it. We wanted a good
We
finish.
wanted a dive bomb.
Now we're just waiting on Vapor. twat. There's the twat.
There we go.
Gonna make sure your audios are included, guys.
Alright, so, I'll start with the interviews. Alright, so
Yep.
starting with our podium, our P3 driver, Lando Norris. Lando, make sure you got your audio included. So you had a great start to your race, and then you ended up getting a drive-through under that first virtual, which kind of, put your race on hold there until the safety car came out, which helped you eventually. So your race, pretty much to say the least, was up and down. How do you feel your race went from your perspective?
Well, first off, I just want to give a shout out to Codemasters. I was 7/10 up on the Delta, and it gave me the drive-through with the desyncing issue.
Yeah, I had a glitch. I had lost like a
Um,
second.
And I wanted to clip it, but at the same time, it wouldn't do anything because I had to serve the drive-through. I can't just stay out because I'll get disqualified. But yeah, pretty much up and down. When the rain hit, I just decided to just try to get as much as I can because I feel as though I'm a pretty good wet racer on the track, and just avoided all kind of shenanigans that happened in the back. Just eased my way back up, and we got P3.
Well, definitely a interesting race for you. You had some pretty good battles throughout the race. Next week, I'm pretty sure we're on. Hold up, let me make sure before I say something stupid.
We're on a break. It's Easter.
Yeah, we are on break. So next week we go to break, but when we come back on the 23rd of April, we go to France. How do you feel like? How do you feel like you can perform at France?
Well, that's a good track for me, and I think, as long as I can just keep my head down like I've done every race this season, just more points will come, and just gotta avoid all the nasty stuff that happens.
Alright, well, congratulations on your podium finish. Do either one of you, do Lizard or Super Memes, either one of you have a question for Lando?
No, just unlucky with the game desync. We know the game's a bit shit. So
Yeah, no, that's fine. Still got a podium, so can't be that mad.
How did you feel seeing someone like Kyogi just drop dead in front of you?
Okay, so I might have done something funny. So during those two safety cars that we had, I said it would be really nice if the car behind me, which was the Ferrari of I think Alistar, would just bin it. And right when I said that, I might have just spun it, and then a few moments later, we were going down the front stretch, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do it again. I hope somebody in the top 3 just decides to absolutely bin it, and it happened again.
Great,
It
so now
was
you
pretty
jinxed
great.
everybody. Way to go.
Well, no, this has happened multiple times in leagues. I'm just like, it would be great if somebody just absolutely George Russells it. And you know what? I gotta keep the streak alive. So hopefully for France, somebody does it.
Alright, so we now know we're gonna have to keep an eye out on Lando since he loves to jinx everyone. So if we see someone wreck in front of him or right behind him, we know that it was all Lando's fault. And
yeah, we'll
We
We
blame
don't have the
Vic
commentators
Lando.
curse, we have the Lando curse here.
very true. Well, congratulations, Lando, on your
Thank you.
P3. Alright, next we go to Wingo. Wingo, make sure your audio is included. You had unlucky, well, you had a decent start, and then you had that unlucky spin early on in the race. But you were able to come back and recover for a nice P2 finish. Almost had the win there. We really wanted to see you dive bomb that final chicane. But how do you, obviously with the spin, it could have been better. But from your perspective, how do you think your race went overall?
Yeah, it was a pretty hard race, especially in the wet. As you said, I spun, but I managed to get back into the podium. I had an unfair penalty, so I'm gonna try to remove it. And yeah, it was very close. Last lap, I didn't want to dive on, but I wanted at the same time, I didn't want to be dirty. I want this championship to be clean. So yeah, cheers.
And Wingo just gains all of my respect. I'm rooting for Wingo now. All right. I'm gonna ask you the same question as I asked Lando. France coming up in 2 weeks. How do you feel?
Well, I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna practice a lot. Looking forward to win that race because I haven't won. I haven't won since well, since a lot. So I hope to get a good result.
Well, congratulations on P2. Blizzard or Super, do you guys have a question for?
Not that I can think of.
No, I've not got anything either.
Well, congratulations on your P2, Luca. Alright, now we go to the race winner, the twat of the year, goes to Vapor.js. Alright, Vapor. So, obviously, you pretty much, I wouldn't say dominated, but you were out front most of the race, if not all the race. Had some medals there, found a couple points throughout the race. And then the rain came, and you pretty much just weren't touchable. How do you feel like your race went?
Well, I think it was good. I got a good. I didn't get a good start, but I recovered it. Luckily, there was no shenanigans on the first lap, and Fruity was very clean with the first lap battle. And then from there onwards, I just tried to pull the gap out to Fruity, and then Fruity had just crash at Eau Rouge. Safety car came out, and obviously it turned to wet. And I think that call that I made to pit early onto the Inters was probably one of the best calls I ever made, because I think if I hadn't have done that, I don't think I would have won the race. And it was so close with Kyoga coming out of the pit start. If I'd lost like a tenth, he would have gained it on me. So that outlap that I did to sort of undercut and stay in the lead was probably the most important part of my race. And then, I just sort of relaxed, and then I disconnected, which wasn't good. So I tried Jimbo called me down, and then I joined back, and Wingo gave me a very tough battle. I'll fight Lizard because Lizard gave it me first. So thank you, Lizard. Wingo pressured me at the last couple of laps, and in all fairness to him, I really had to push, and the final chicane, as you talked about, I was really trying to defend to the inside to make sure he didn't dive bomb it, because I think I maybe sought a bit of revenge for what I did at Imola a couple of races ago in the last lap. But yeah, very well done, and to the podium guys, and I'm very happy with the result.
Well, again, gonna ask you the same question I asked the other two. France, how do you feel?
Well, I'm not gonna be racing, so.
You're not gonna be racing?
Well, I have like a sports tour thing, so I can't really make the race.
Let's go.
Yeah, so
I mean,
we are not biased in this commentary box.
Right. So
fine, I'll race.
Wingo will need to push really hard that race. I think that's that's a race. I think because I haven't attended that could cost me the championship later on. But I've got a sports tour, so it's not like spending life.
Man, that sucks.
That's gonna. It sucks, but we just have to move. And there's plenty of races after France. I mean, I've got a very strong run coming up for me in the schedule. I mean, after France, it's China, which is one of my best tracks. Then I've got Mexico, USA, which are probably the two strongest tracks for me. And then Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi. More Saudi Arabia I'm good at, and then Brazil is just one of my best tracks. So that little run should hopefully help my championship stride. But I think if Wingo wins, it's going to be a big ask for me to pull it back.
Well, no bias here, but it sucks.
Yeah,
you won't be able to make France, but.
Or you can just say,
you
just say that you're happy that I'm not making France. You just say it, honestly.
No, I never.
No, I
said
don't
that.
want to sound biased.
He doesn't mean
so
that.
A doesn't tell me off.
Listen. In case you guys haven't known, I don't have the greatest history with Vapor.js, so me and him
What did I do?
No, I just call you Schwa all the time.
Why? When did that happen?
Because.
Wait, is that
Oh
from?
my. This.
What? Is it because I'm
Alright,
British?
Oh yeah, we'll go with that. That's a story for another time. All right. Blizzard or Super Memes, do you have any questions for a race winner?
I can't go to say
Well,
anything back.
Not really, no.
I believe, from what I can gather, that gives you the championship lead right now,
Oh.
Paper. So
I don't believe it does, which is
Yes,
very
it does.
disappointing. Does
it
it?
does. Yes.
Yes, you're
Five,
only 5
yeah.
points
So,
behind.
wait,
you
Yeah,
Reese.
you'd be
How
one.
does
You'd
that
have a
go?
1
no,
point
I'm
lead.
10 points behind, aren't I?
No,
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 you're
you're
five
5
points.
points.
You have a
I'm
1
fine.
point
I thought I
lead
was 10 points.
with
Oh my
Wingo
God,
fastest
I
lap.
Get in! Sorry.
So, we've had
I mean,
the
it's not gonna matter
reaction
because
there.
ask. I mean, it's not gonna matter because like he's gonna score points at France as long as he doesn't bin it. But you know, Wingo won't bin it because it's Wingo.
Wingo might get binned though, like me.
Alright, well
Uh,
now Blizzard jinxed it, so now we all know what's happening next week.
Yeah. So,
it's
how
under
do you
safety
feel about
car.
that?
About, I mean,
Being
you know, I'm happy as always, but like, you know, it takes it away from me a bit. The fact that I'm not gonna miss the next race, but I think the fact that I have got the lead hopefully can, without no offense, can put a bit of pressure on Wingo to pull a result out the bag. Because if he retires, I'm gonna be back the next week, and then we're gonna be still 1 point ahead. So, you know, I'm just gonna rely on Jimbo for the team to just, you know, carry us in that race. And if we have a reserve on our team, then yeah, that's even better. So
I'll have
No.
fun with that. That'll be.
we'll go. It comes and
Jimbo
goes, you
ain't
know.
gonna do anything. Alright, well, Vapor JS, everybody, the guy who was not even aware that he took the championship lead after the race today.
This is my tip. Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
Alright, well, that's gonna do it for us.
Thank you
we've
for
had
joining
a
us.
very energetic race here today.
Tis-
Vapor JS was the winner with Wingo P2 and Landon Norris P3. I've been GSRTHRASHER. We've had JR Lizard and first-time commentator in Super Memes. Thank you both for joining us. It's been a very energetic race. One that we'll definitely look at as one of the most fun finishes. But that's gonna do it. We have Tier 1 here in about an hour.
About half
actually,
an
no,
hour.
Half an hour time. So tune in for that, and then we have Tier 4 tomorrow for Spa. I can't wait to wreck out of that. And then next week we're on bye
No
week.
surprises there.
Next week we're
Sorry,
on bye
Puff.
week, and then the
That's
week
all I
after
can
that we'll
remember.
come back for France. So thank
Which
you
is going to be a
everybody for
crucial
tuning in.
race here in Tier 2. With
Oh yeah, definitely, because
Yeah, I'll
Vapor
I'll
won't be
just win instead. I'll just race. and
Vapor
win.
isn't
Okay.
present.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Alright, that's on the stream. That'll be recorded and sent to the admin. Alright, well, thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of your night.